Hi, I'm Raviteja and I'm an instructor for quantitative techniques, infamously known as math, when it comes to CLAT preparation. As an instructor and a mentor, I keep getting a lot of queries around CLAT preparation. When should we start preparing for CLAT? When is it that we should take mocks? What kind of GK can we expect? Blah blah blah. A lot of queries like this.
Hi everyone, welcome to CLAT. This is Suhasini, your CLAT mentor, and today I would be answering some of your queries.
What is the right time to start preparing for CLAT? To be honest, there's no correct answer to this question because this is a very subjective question and the answer will vary from person to person. But to put it all in one nutshell, I would say that you should start preparing for CLAT the moment you realize that you want to pursue your career in law. It may be after your class 10 or maybe after your class 11. You may appear for a 2-year course, you may attend a 1-year course, whatever it is, you have got to take out time from your school time, apart from your school time, to prepare for these questions that are there in the CLAT. Right? Every person will have his or her own comfort zone and you'll have to work in that comfort zone and sometimes come out of that comfort zone to stretch that 1 hour extra probably every week.
How important is quant? So when we talk about the importance of quant, although it seems to be a very small section of just 15 marks, but it plays a great role. So again, I'll quote an example. So one of my students, when he wrote CLAT for the first time, he left the entire quant section because he wasn't comfortable with quant and he couldn't get into any NLP. So next time when he wrote, CLAT, he prepared or he focused on quant and now he's in NUJs. So the example was to explain that quant plays a very important role. If you leave entire 15 marks, you are out of the race. So at least if you are very weak in quant, try to score 6-7 marks in quant. So quant plays a very important role and you can't skip the section. So if you feel or if you are afraid of quant, please start working on it.
When should I start taking mocks? Should I take it after my syllabus is over or should I take it after 20% of my syllabus is over? This is a very common question that I come across probably day in and day out. Well, my answer to this question would be yesterday. Today is already very late. The reason I am saying this is because CLAT as a competitive exam is not only about knowing the subject. It is about being able to answer those 150 questions in the 2 hours of time that you will get. What mocks will help you with is to make you understand whether or not you are able to at least read all 150 questions in the 2 hours. Are you struggling with reading speed? Is your strategy correct? Are you starting with the correct subject? Are you starting with the subject that is your strength and then probably going to your weakness? Have you drafted the correct strategy? The mocks will give you the answers to all of these questions. Hence, you should start taking mocks as soon as they are available, as soon as they are accessible to you.
For what time period we shall read GK, or what shall be the time period for GK? So if before I answer this question, I would want to quote the answer of consortium. So you all know CLAT's syllabus got changed in 2020. So student asked from the consortium, so that from which month we shall start, studying GK. So the reply of consortium was you can't confine GK to a particular time period, and I agree to them. For example, if I am reading today about cyclone, so maybe I'll have to go back and check the history of cyclone. Maybe I'll have to go back and check the favorable circumstances which leads or which is required for a cyclone to occur. Then I'll also go and read that what are the grounds on which a cyclone is being named, and then also I'll go back and I'll read that how many names India has given till now, or what all cyclone India has named till now. So that is what is required from current affairs perspective. So if you are reading something today, always you'll have to go back and check its static portion. If something is in news today, maybe it's having some relevance in past also. For example, if I talk about slowing down of economy, so that is not something which is happening for the first time because of COVID. There has been various instances where there has been economic recession. Maybe I'll take example of 2008 economic recession. So that also I'll go and I'll read. Maybe I'll go back and I'll read 1932 ka Great Depression. So current affairs can't be confined to a particular time period, but also if you are taking a time frame of 1 year or 8 months, always try to figure out if something was in news with respect to this particular topic in past or not. If yes, I'll have to go and I'll have to read in detail about that particular topic.
What is one thing I would suggest the CLAT aspirants while preparing for CLAT? See, one thing you need to remember is that once you have decided on your mentor or your coach, trust your mentor, have a plan and start following that plan day in and day out relentlessly. You may get anxious at times, you may get worried at times about your scores in the mocks, whether or not you are going to end up in the law school of your choice, whatever the result is. Please don't be worried about the results of your mocks. When you are preparing, prepare with passion. Prepare for all 5 subjects equally. Keep working hard, keep working relentlessly, and it will pay. All that hard work will pay eventually. You may not be able to get 120 marks out of 150 in the very first mock that you are going to take. You have got to move smaller rocks first. You have got to first move to those 50 marks, then 70, then 90, then 100, then your target should be 120. For that, you need to prepare, you need to put that kind of hard work, you need to take those many kind of mocks also, so that you get your strategy in place, so that your knowledge is also correctly in place. This is one thing that I would suggest to every CLAT aspirant who is listening out to this. If you like the content, please share, like and subscribe to our channel.
So this is from my side, guys. If you have any queries, if you want me to answer any particular question, you can post it or you can drop it in the comment box. I'll come up with the answers and explanation to it. Thank you for watching this video. Study hard and good luck.